Good morning. Now, yesterday's live lecture, we started the quadratic equation again because long ago its introduction was there and I gave the idea how to identify whether given equation is quadratic or not. I think all of you remember. Means you have to identify whether the given equation is quadratic or not. How to identify? Means you have to check the degree of the equation. If degree is 2, degree is not negative, degree is not in fraction, it means it is quadratic. Otherwise it is not quadratic. So I am going to start exercise 4.1. In exercise 4.1, question number 1 is to check whether the given equations are quadratic equation. So you have to simplify. I am doing one of the parts and other parts you can check like that. Question number 1. Question number 1, first part, we are given x plus 1 whole square. X plus 1 whole square is equal to 2 times of x minus 3. 2 times of x minus 3. So what to do? We have to simplify both sides, and after that let's see whether the degree of the given equation is 2, positive 2 or not. So let's see. This is whole square. Break this. X square plus 2x plus 1. A plus b whole square. Here we have 2x minus 6. Bring all the terms in one side. We have x square plus 2x minus 2x plus 1 plus 6 is equal to 0. Minus 2x plus 2x will go. We have x square plus 7 is equal to 0. It is a polynomial, means it is equation of degree 2. So its answer is yes. Its answer is yes. Means it is a quadratic equation. So similarly you have to simplify the given equation and check whether the degree is 2 or not. If degree is positive 2, it means it is quadratic equation. Don't go for this whether how many terms are there. It must be 2 terms, it must be single term, it must be 3 terms. So we have to check only the x square. It must be degree 2, positive. Got it? Now we are coming to question number 2. Question number 2 has several parts and it is word problem. So first, question 2, we have to form the quadratic equation and solve it by any method. Method is not given, so we will start with old method, what you know, means that is splitting middle term method. So I am reading question number 2, first part. You should keep your book with you and see the question. I am reading the question and after that we will form the equation. Represent the following situation in the form of quadratic equation. First we have to represent it. Now question is given, first part, the area of a rectangular plot is 528 meters square. The length of the plot in meters is 1 more than twice its breadth. We need to find the length and breadth of the plot. See, obviously you know that length is more than breadth. So given that length is 1 meter more than twice the breadth, so any one can be assumed, like let breadth of rectangle be x, then length is 1 more than twice, so its twice is 2x and 1 more plus 1, so this one is length and this one is breadth. Now we have to find the area. See, area is given 528. Area is given 528 meter square. Now area is length into breadth, means 2x plus 1 into x is equal to 528. Got it? Now simplify this, multiply this in bracket. We have 2x square plus x. Bring this term this side. Plus minus 528 is equal to 0. We have got a quadratic equation. Now we have to factorize this by splitting middle term. What to do? I am just giving you a reminder. Last term must be multiplied with first term, like 528 into 2. We have 528 into 2. First you multiply, 2 8s are 16, 2 to the 4 1 5 and 2 5s are 10. This is 1056. Now how to get the factors? We find the prime factorization of this. Prime factorization. We have to subtract the two factors to get 1, because here minus sign. So difference of those two factors is 1. So see, I am taking prime factorization. 2 5s are 10. Again by 2. We have 2 to the 4, 2 6 are 2 4s are. Again by 2, we have 2 1s are 2 3s are 2 2s are. Again by 2, 2 6 are 12, 2 6 are 12. Again by 2, we have 33. Again it is by 3, we have 11. Again by 11, we have 1. So all these are prime factorization. Let's see. We have to choose two factors such that their difference is 1. Let's see. 2 to the 4, 2 the 8, 2 the 16, 2 the 32. See, 2 to the 4, 2 the 8, 2 the 16, 2 the 32 and 11 3 the 33. So 33 minus 32 is 1. So how to solve? This is 2x square plus difference 33 minus 32 times of x minus 528 is equal to 0. This is splitting middle term. Middle term is splitted. 33 minus 32. Now open the bracket. Multiply this x inside. We have 2x square plus 33x minus 32x minus 528 is equal to 0. Form two brackets, taking care that both the brackets must have same sign. So we have 2x square plus 33x in one bracket minus 32x plus 528 is equal to 0. Here x is common. Both the brackets are having same sign because minus sign was there outside the bracket. So this sign changes into plus. So x is common. We have 2x plus 33 minus, here both the brackets must contain the same. So 32 is there. It means 16. If you take common 16, so here we have 2. So 16 is common. So we have 2x plus 33 is equal to 0. Now collect the brackets and we have x minus 16 and 2x plus 33 is equal to 0. Now let's see. It is already equal to 0. So we have x minus 16 is equal to 0 or x is equal to 16. 2x plus 33 is equal to 0 or x is equal to minus 33 upon 2. This is not applicable. X is what? We have assumed breadth, and length and breadth are never negative. So this is not applicable. So we have got the answer. Breadth is 16 meters. So what is length? Length is 2 times of 16 plus 1. This is 32 plus 1 is 33 meters. So this will be the answer, because in the question we are given we need to find the length and breadth. Got it? This is how we can get the solution. Now we are coming to question number 2, second part. Just I am reading the question. You should have your book in front of you. Now let's see question number 2. The product of two consecutive positive integer is 306. We need to find the integers. Consecutive and positive integer. Consecutive means continuous. Continuous means one number, one integer comes after the other. One number comes after the other. Like suppose you have an integer 1, then next is 2, then 3, then 4. Means next integer is obtained by adding 1 to the previous one. So we are given the product of those two integers is 306. So we can write, see, let first positive integer is x, then not second, next integer. If you say second, the second may be any number, If you say next, it means this is x plus 1. Then next positive integer will be x plus 1. According to question, product of integers is 306, means x into x plus 1 is equal to 306. Now simplify this side, multiply x this side, x is square plus x, bring this 306 minus 306 is equal to 0. We have got our equation. Now we have to multiply 306 ones are 306. Now get the two factors of 306 such that their difference is 1. If you don't know how to find the factor, get its prime factorization. Like 306, multiply, divide this by 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 5s are 10, 2 3s are 6, by 3. 3 5s are 15, 3 1s are 3, by 3 we have 17. Check it. 2 3s are 6, 3s are 18, and this is 17. 18 minus 17 is 1. Difference is 1. I am going to solve. See, x is square plus 18 minus 17 is splitted the middle term into x, minus 306 is equal to 0. Multiply this x inside. So we have x is square plus 18x minus 17x minus 306 is equal to 0. We have to make two brackets, taking care the brackets must contain the same sign. So we have x is square plus 18x together minus taking outside, this is 17x plus 306 is equal to 0. X is taken as common. So we have x plus 18 minus, here we are having x, so 17 can be the common. So 17 is common. We have x plus 18 is equal to 0. Now we have x minus 17 and x plus 18 is equal to 0. Get the value of x. So x minus 17 is equal to 0, or x is equal to 17, and x plus 18 is equal to 0, or x is equal to minus 18. This is not applicable. Why? In the question we are given positive integer and this is negative. So positive is the answer. So we have integers are, first integer is 17, the value of x, and next integer is x plus 1, so next integer is 18. So this will be the answer. Got it? So this is how we can solve the equation. Now coming to third part, I am reading the question. Rohan's mother is 26 years older than him. The product of their ages in years 3 years from now will be 360 years. We would like to find the Rohan's present age. So Rohan's mother is 26 years older and we have to find the Rohan's age. So if we suppose let present age of Rohan be x years and his mother is 26 years older, then mother's present age will be x plus 26, x plus 26 years. 3 years from now, so try to understand, 3 years from now both will be older by 3 years. So we write 3 years from now Rohan is x plus 3. 3 years from now mother is x plus 26 plus 3 x plus 29. Now given in this case the product of their ages is 360. So we write according to question we have x plus 3 into x plus 29 is equal to 360. Simply we have to multiply these two brackets and change into quadratic equation. So we have x square, x into x into plus 29 plus 29x plus 3 into x 3x plus 3 into 29 87 and bring this 306 this side minus 306 is equal to 0. So we have x square plus 29 plus 3 32x minus subtract this. I think 16 minus 7, what is it? 16 minus 7 9, 16 minus 7 9, 10 minus 8 2 and we have 2 is equal to 0. Is it? So we have to factorize. Now you are aware how to factorize. You have to find the two factors of 229 to get the difference 32, and after that you will find the value of x and which is the present age of Rohan, which is the required answer. So you have to factorize this. Got it? So you have to do. Now students, coming to last part and fourth part of the question. This is last question of the exercise and it is very important question. This question has been asked many times in the examination. Not the same, values were changed but the pattern and the methods are same. I am reading the question. A train travels a distance of 480 kilometers at uniform speed. If the speed had been 8 km per hour less, then it would have taken 3 hours more to cover the same distance. We need to find the speed of the train. Means a distance is given 480 kilometers. A train is running if uniform speed, then all right. If speed is 8 km per hour less, if its speed is reduced, so obviously it will take more time and it is given it will taking more than 3 hours more. So here we are given distance is equal to 480 kilometers. Let usual speed of train is x kilometers per hour. So we are given time difference. Means if speed is slower by 8 kilometers, then time difference is 3 hours. So in two cases we are going to find the time. Let's see. Then time taken is distance upon speed 480 upon x hours. Now in second case, new speed is 8 km per hour less. So you write new speed is x minus 8 kilometers per hour. Means distance will be the same 480 km. Speed is reduced, so automatically it will take more time. Again find time taken. So distance upon speed 480 upon x minus 8 hours. Now imagine this is time taken 480 upon x, this one is time taken 480 upon x minus 8. Which time is more? Means when speed is less, time is more. Time difference is given 3 hours. We write like this: time difference is 3 hours. And how to find the difference? Maximum time minus minimum time. So 480 upon x minus 8 minus 480 upon x is equal to 3. Now let's see how to solve. The numerators are same, so you may take common. The same means 480 is taken as common. LCM is x minus 8 and x. Here 3. X minus 8 and x minus 8 will go. We have x left. So x minus x and x cancel. We have x minus 8. I am writing in bracket so that this sign can change this negative sign inside the bracket. Now you can divide this. See, 3 16s are 160 here. Now simplify this. See, 160 in bracket we have x minus x plus 8 upon, here we have x square minus 8x is equal to 1 because we have divided 3 ones are 3. Cross multiply, here x and x will go. Cross multiply, we have x square minus 8x is equal to, multiply this, 16 is 128. Bring this term this side, x square minus 8x minus 1280 is equal to 0. So we have got the quadratic equation x square minus 8x minus 1280 is equal to 0. After solving this, whatever value comes for x, that is usual speed of the train. So you know how to factorize this by split middle term. I have told how to get the factors. I am just giving the clue. It is large number, so you can find like this. Get the factors of 1280. Prime factorization. See, by 2, 2 6 are 2 4 are 0. Again by 2, 2 3 are 2 2 are 0. Again by 2, 2 1 are 2 6 are 0. Again by 2, 2 8 are 16. Again by 2, we have 2 4 are. Again by 2, we have 20. Again by 2, we have 10. Again by 2, we have 5. Again by 5, 1. So we have to find the factors like 2 2s are 4, 2s are 8, 2s are 16, 2s are 32. Suppose I have taken this much. Here 2 2s are 4, 2s are 8, 5s are 40. So here we have 40 and here we have 32. 40 minus 32 is 8. So you can get the factor 42 and 32, 40 and 32, and after that you will factorize this. Whatever positive value comes, you have to see positive value. So it is the answer. Now this completes the exercise. Now in next lecture we shall start the new exercise. Okay. Thank you very much for today's lecture.